Pregame.com.
Sunday football, we've got the San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Marco D'Angelo. I'm joined by Stephen Nover. This is Stephen's video best bet of the week. So, Stephen, I'm going to let you take the lead, and I'll give you some counter-punching at the end.
Okay, I'm sure you will on this one. Let's call for an upset. Let's say Arizona to upset the 49ers at home. Now, you're the 49ers, Marco, and I know Jim Harbaugh has not taken his foot off the gas yet. But, hey, they've already won the NFC West division. They clinched it last week.
How sad is that division when you clinch it this early?
Yeah. It's they're going to their first playoff game since 2002. If you're ever going to take the foot off the gas, they have a big Monday night game. They get to showcase themselves in front of a national audience next week against your Steelers. So this, if there's ever a letdown spot, and we're not talking a complete San Francisco team. We're talking a team that very good defense, run-orientated, not a very good passing game. They're probably not going to have their best defensive player, Patrick Willis. I'm sure they won't. He got hurt last week. They're not going to try to risk him in this game. You got an improving Arizona team off a huge confidence-building home win against Dallas. You've got Kevin Call back now for a couple games. He has disappointed, but the season is progressing, and he's picking up the offense more and more. He has by far the best wide receiver on the field between the two teams in Larry Fitzgerald. He has Beanie Wells in a breakout year, running well. And he's got Arizona also is improved defensively. 5 touchdowns in their last 5 games. So they're coming on. They've picked up their defensive coordinator system more. As the season progresses, they're getting better defensively. They have the most dangerous punt returner in the NFL, Patrick Peterson. 4 punts returned for touchdowns already this year. You have to take a look at that. So given all these factors, Marco, taking more than a field goal, let's take a shot with Arizona.
Well, I can't disagree with you. Usually I like to disagree with you if I can, but, this is a situation. It is a horrible spot for the 49ers. I will say if there is one coach that can get a team to continue to play at a high level, Harbaugh may be that guy. I mean, we saw what he did at Stanford, and it's different motivating college kids than motivating, pros. They're getting paid. They're all fat and sassy. And this team should be real fat and sassy right now after clinching a division as early as they did and with that big game on Monday night. But a couple things to look at from a handicapping standpoint. One, Arizona got their quarterback back last week, so he should be better this week, second week back from the injury. Note that the first time these two teams played, he didn't play. Skelton was the quarterback. And it was a horrible spot for Arizona because Arizona had just come off of upsetting Philadelphia the week before in Skelton's first start. So it was a situation where Arizona, we talk about the injured player theory and everything, how if they get the win the first game, you go against them the second. That would have been the situation with Arizona. They had 5 turnovers in that game. That's why they got beat. But as bad as they played in that game, as many yards as they gave up in that game, they only lost 23-7. You give up 5 turnovers to just 1 in a football game, you're supposed to get beat worse than 23-7.
Yeah, well, I think that score was misleading. San Francisco, it was like 44 and something change to 15 something and change, time of possession. I mean, San Francisco really dominated that game. Arizona held them to some field goals and stuff, but it was. But I think that also can lead to this spot where this is a real important game for Arizona mentally, from a building perspective, and it means nothing really to San Francisco. Arizona's lost 5 straight times to San Francisco. They're at home in the desert, which can be a tough place to play. And it means more to them than San Francisco.
I agree with you. This is your video best bet. I'm not officially coming on the game here. I want to, I'm going to be watching this game very closely because obviously, like you said, the next week they're playing the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'll have a lot of interest in that particular game, both from a betting standpoint. I'm going to be in attendance in that game, so I'm going to San Francisco that weekend. So looking forward to that. But this, for the 49ers, that Monday night game, now they've been on Monday Night Football, several times the last few years, but they really haven't had a good team. This is going to be the first time that they're going to host a big-time Monday Night Football game in a long time that really means something, because you're going to be showcasing two of the better teams in the NFL record-wise. This is something big for these players to be looking forward to.
Yeah, that's the game they're really pointing to. And do you know what San Francisco's turnover rate is this year, what their takeaway giveaway ratio is?
It's got to be phenomenal.
Plus 18.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of that is their hard-hitting defense and that, but a lot of that is luck too. Plus 18. So sometimes those things balance out.
Well, what do you have a score for us?
I'm going to call it, Marco, call it Arizona 21-20.
21-20. I like it. I couldn't have said that better myself. He's Stephen Nover. Oh, Stephen, wait, is your best bet? What do you got going this weekend?
I like the card a lot here. I'm coming off a huge college football Saturday. Unfortunately, aside from Army-Navy, we don't have any college football. I had a winner on Monday night, though, with the Chargers. I like this week's card. I'll have my NFL plays up and about. They'll be up on by Friday at the latest, Marco, and I like the card. There'll be some good plays.
You've been doing good recently, so let's keep it running. He's Stephen Nover. I'm Marco D'Angelo. That's going to take care of today's pick videos. We got one more video. It's the rants of the week, and I'm going to go off on two things in my rants of the week. So we'll be right back, and we'll see what Stephen's got, or if he agrees with me. We'll be right back.